Hello, everybody. Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw. We've got ourselves a patch. Full Force Burst Part 2 is coming. I don't see the English patch notes yet. I was trying to refresh Twitter to see if something dropped here. Oh, it looks like they did. Let's take a look at the English patch notes right here. Sometimes it actually... Oh, discussion not found. Well, we're going back to the Japanese patch note. All right, here we go. Let's take a look here. Balance changes. We've got Cerulege, Duraludon, Alcremie, and Leafeon. Usually they show on the patch the buffs. They don't often show the nerfs right here. Like, look at all these Pokemon getting nerfed right now. These are all pretty reasonable. Leafeon I'm a little worried about. All these others I would definitely expect buffs for. Let's see. Balance changes. Sawblaze, Sword of the Heart gets plus 50% HP recovery, and Sword of the Heart plus 55 to 70. So it goes from 40 to 50, and then it's plus version 55 to 70. This is obviously Bitter Blade, so we're going to have more recovery on Bitter Blade. And then its Unite move damage reduction rate when activated goes from 50% to 70%. There were times when the recovery from Heart Sword was a little lacking in terms of the ability to continue fighting, so we increased the amount of HP recovered to allow it to fight more aggressively. We've increased the damage reduction rate while holding a Unite move to prevent it from failing due to being KO'd while holding it. I got to be honest, I didn't even know this was a thing, that when it throws its Unite, it has a huge chunk of damage reduction. I'm sure I knew that at one point, but I was unaware that this was a thing with its Unite move. I got to read that, actually. I mean, a 70% damage reduction is massive, so that Unite move is going off for sure. Duraludon, Dragon's Wave, damage 8% increase, KO wait KO wait time reduction effect 10 to 30%. So this is going to be Dragon Pulse here. It's Unite move, additional effect, immune to interference. Oh, that is such a good buff. Oh, I've been talking about this for so long. You know, for a little while, you would even run full heal on Duraludon because its Unite move would get canceled so often. Like, some players would even play full heal on it. This is really interesting. And I'm still hoping that we get English patch notes because I would like to read it and not get a move wrong for you guys. But I don't know. It's still, the discussion's just not being found. Fair enough. I think this is very fair. In order to increase opportunities for fighting styles centered around Dragon Pulse, we've improved its damage performance and ease of use. By adding interruption immunity to its Unite, we've made adjustments so that moves are less likely to be interrupted at important times. Huge change. This is really good for Dura. These are great Dura buffs. Maybe making Dragon Pulse viable again, and definitely huge Unite move buffs. I'm curious with Leafeon. I'm assuming we're about to see Solar Blade, but I don't know. Solar Blade, damage increased by 10%, 6%, 2%, 0%, depending on the time you infuse light into it. Leaf Blade, wait time from 9 seconds to 8.5, and power gauge increase, 20% increase. It's a Pokemon that fights by making the most of its mobility, but it had a tendency to take a little too long to prepare for the move. By increasing the damage of the short charge of Solar Blade and increasing the rotation rate of Leaf Blade, we adjusted it so that it can move around more like a speed type. Oh, I see. So they're kind of, I mean, they spell it out right here. This moveset's always been interesting. For a little while, it was too powerful, right? But now, if you have a full charge of Solar Blade, it's going to do the same amount of damage. But if you do that quick pop, you're actually going to do more damage than before. And now Leaf Blade, sort of the natural combination with Solar Blade, will allow you to charge it fast, or I guess charge it quicker, so you will walk out of a single Leaf Blade with a full charge right there. I think that seems reasonable, and I'm not surprised that we're not getting changes to the other Leafeon build, right? This is okay. This is huge, and I think we all expected this. At least I did from playing this. Like, I really like this Pokemon, but boy, as a supporter, it just feels like completely outclassed. Let's take a look at all the stuff that we're seeing here. Its HP is getting a massive increase, 1,200 HP increase. Defense is going from 230 at max to 320. Special defense 280 to 370. Pampered, 98 to 73% increase in damage. Levels 1 to 5. What is this? Helping Hand? Sweet Scent, time until skill is used reduced. I don't even know what that could mean. Time until skill is used reduced. Okay. HP recovery, 35% increase. This has got to be recover. Decoration, additional effect. When used on an ally, you also gain a shield. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is buff city. These are huge buffs across the board. Unite move, HP recovery increased by about 25%. Shield after end, 20 to 30% of max HP. Move speed increase after end, 30 to 40%. As a support Pokemon, we've improved its overall abilities to better support its allies and make it harder for it to be defeated itself. In particular, we have increased its durability and recovery ability to make it more stable in group battles. I mean, these are huge buffs. This is sweeping buffs to almost every single aspect of this Pokemon, which really just highlights how, very mid its release was, power level wise. A cool Pokemon, this should make it, without question, it now is at least in contention as a possible meta choice. Before, obviously, this thing was having a lot of struggles. But wow, like what a massive series of buffs here. This is really great for Alcremie. We've got Blissey Nerf, Guardian of the Mystery. I truly don't know what this could mean. Decrease of shield by 10% and wait time 9 to 10. Okay, so Guardian of the Mystery is Safeguard. And this is a much better name, we can all agree. But this is Safeguard. The support ability for allies was too strong and that it was so often difficult for the opposing team to counter him. Therefore, we have adjusted the amount of shield and the rate of skill rotation. This is fair. Safeguard is dummy good. This is probably still crazy good, but this is a very fair nerf. We have, Armaroo. Oh, it's just Psyshock. It was possible to safely deal high damage from long distance, and its Psycho Shock in particular was more powerful than expected. Therefore, we adjusted the damage amount downward to increase the opportunities for other Pokemon to withstand the attack and counterattack. I actually would have seen bigger nerfs for Armaroo. I'm glad we're not seeing bigger nerfs, if I'm being honest, because I don't think this thing needs huge nerfs. Oh, I see Blaziken down here. I don't think this thing needs huge nerfs. It just kind of very quickly became a real talking point in the meta, in some of the competitive meta. So I think this is actually pretty cool. Taking a look at Blaziken right here. Fire Punch, damage reduced by 12%. Unite move. Yeah, this was too much. I don't even know why they ended up doing this. This was a crazy decision to give it its shield. A 12% shield, like, it's very fair to nerf this. That shield was nuts. I still think Blaziken's going to be amazing, but yeah, that was crazy. I'm going to check one more time for the English patch notes. I'm guessing there's like a new one, just in case like I read something wrong on here. Bitterblade, Revenant Rend, Duraludon, Revolving Ruin, Dragon Pulse, Solar Blade, Leaf Blade, Charm. Oh, it's the early move Charm. Move startup time reduced. Ah, okay, this is what we were talking about here. Fair enough. Psyshock, Fire Punch. Yeah. Wow, really interesting patch. I gotta say, I don't think I disagree with a single element of it. I don't think anything in here is unreasonable. I mean, maybe we're doing too much with Alcremie, but I don't think so. I mean, I'm not saying this won't make it really great. It could become really great right now, but it's very mid as a defender. I think I agree with every single patch note, except for maybe it's too much on Alcremie. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Obviously, I'll try to go live with this patch here very, very soon. I love you guys. I'll see y'all next time. We did it.